Hey guys, how's it going? It is Peter Day. You haven't heard from me for a while, pretty much because I was in Florida. I was making so many videos, and then the whole Corona thing hit. Now, I've been fine, my family's been fine, but there definitely has been some volatility um, in our business for sure. Almost a lot of things happened that I said was going to happen. Remember, I made those videos back in January or February about our concerns about the coronavirus, and we thought that some of our lead buyers were going to stop buying leads. And what happened was almost every single one of our car loan and auto insurance advertisers stopped buying leads. The refinance advertisers stopped buying leads. And I'm not going to lie, it took a bit of a hit to our business. I think in February we had like a $240,000 month of profit or something in the business, and then what is it? In April here, it looks like we're only going to close with like, I don't know, maybe like 80,000, 80,000, maybe 100. It depends. We are working on some new stuff this month, so the topic of this video is maybe adapting. So the good news is a lot of people see the light at the end of the tunnel with this thing. If you're wondering what these glasses are, I highly recommend them. They're the Schwanek blue light blocking glasses, and I've been pretty much working with these glasses all the time. I just heard that they're good for your eyes. You don't get the strain. I feel like I am not straining my eyes as much. I'm just kind of on my couch here, just pretty much working. But I wanted to get a video because it's been so long since I got a video out to you guys. And this video is talking a little bit about adapting because I want to get my income back to where it was for the business, for everyone working with us, for team members. And I want to get it even higher. But we had a little setback because of Corona. We probably are going to only make maybe 50% or 40% or something this month than we actually made the last month. So the question is, well, how do we get it back? How do we go above and beyond that? And the answer is adaptation is one of the answers. So thankfully, we found some new things that are working. We tested out some interesting stuff on Facebook. It didn't work that well, but it did work to some extent. We started promoting some food delivery stuff, like on Facebook. We started prospecting like Blue Apron, a lot of those food delivery companies. So we got some food delivery going, and it's funny, guys. I mean, I'm sorry, it's been hard times, but it's been kind of wild times at the same time. I just couldn't imagine myself like 2 months ago being like I'm promoting food delivery on Facebook, right? But it's been crazy time, guys. So I'm not the food delivery stuff is fine, but look, I think the good news is I think we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here. The day that I'm recording this video is April 10th, and I mean, the last update with the Trump administration was they're going to stop the lockdown on April 31st. I don't know about that, to be honest. Like Connecticut has already announced that they're going to be extending their statewide lockdown until like May 10th. I wouldn't be surprised if Trump says on the 31st that they are extending the lockdown even further, or what I think might happen is he might say, "Hey, the nationwide recommendations are still in place, but you have to observe your state rules." Because I know like Connecticut is locking down still until about May 20th. They already announced that yesterday. New York probably is going to lock down until like the end of May or June or something. So I think what Trump is probably going to say at the end of April is that we recommend that you continue social distancing, but you have to adhere to your state rules. And then people in very populated states like New York, tri-state area, California, stuff like that, are probably going to be locked down for longer, I think. And then people in more remote states like just like Nebraska or Wyoming or different states are probably going to be completely off lockdown. A lot of those states were not even completely locked down in the first place. But we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, to be honest, we already got some stuff back. So the major hits that we took was we lost, we didn't lose like permanently, but a lot of our advertisers for car loans and car insurance stopped buying, and also refi. But we're starting to definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yesterday, I got one of my best car loan offers back, which I'm very exciting about. Excited about. There's little differences. They only want traffic in certain states, certain cities, because they don't want us pumping traffic right now in states where it's just completely lockdown and stuff. So there's a little bit of state restrictions, but at least we got the offer back. So we started up car loans again last night, and we're already making some money on that. I got news from one of our refi advertisers that they are starting up again. They're starting up at a lower payout, but I'm sure I can get that payout up to where it was and negotiate that. So we are seeing some form of light at the end of the tunnel, because 2 months ago, all these things paused, and now they're starting to open. So I just wouldn't be surprised. I think we're really going to start to see some light at the end of the tunnel at the end of May. And my predictions is I think we'll start seeing a significant amount of businesses start to go back to normal by June or July. I think that life will still be cautious. I think people are not going to be flooding the hotels and stuff and public spaces that much. But I think that it's going to be a process. But what's good about affiliate marketing, though, is even if there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, like, I mean, even now, the car loan offers are willing to buy leads in like, whatever, like half the states instead of all of them. It's like, that's better than nothing, right? So there's still money to be made out there, guys. Remember, you're in one of the best businesses. You're in one of the very best businesses. Like, some people are getting hit so hard right now that are in the restaurant business or other type of businesses. You guys are in the business of just selling stuff online. I mean, you can promote car insurance, you can promote food delivery, you can promote like schools, you can promote refi, you can promote like credit cards. I was even talking to an advertiser yesterday with a really interesting offer. They have an offer for bank accounts. Like, if you want to just open a bank account that pays a good interest rate. I mean, there's just, you have to remember that you have an advantage over a lot of people because of the fact that you're in a great business. You're an amazing business. Like, we are in the business of just literally being able to sell anything that we want on the internet. It's very fluid, it's very flexible. The overhead is really low. My business has a little bit more overhead right now because I have a lot of staff members. I have a full-time accountant, a full-time business development person, a full-time, I have someone who's been helping on like compliance, like really keeping our team in line, because we have five internal media buyers right now, but even the internal media buyers, you got to make sure they're actually running compliant advertising, because what you don't want to be like out of the loop. You don't want your team to be running like crazy advertising, and then you don't want to get in trouble. Like, you don't want the offer to find it. You don't want to run into any compliance issues. So we actually hired a compliance person to be just keeping tabs on like what our team is running. Because I give my team a lot of freedom. I let my internal media buyers just run the ads because I feel like they're very responsible. But then what's very important is getting those ads approved with the advertiser. So we hired a compliance person to be managing that and to be making sure that our internal team is actually staying compliant, right? Because if I were just to hire like 5 or 6 media buyers and tell them to run their ads, and then I didn't look at their ads, I mean, you know how it works. It's possible that those ads could get crazy out of hand with compliance. So we hired a full-time compliance person to essentially be just like overseeing the ads and making sure we're staying compliant, because what you don't want is you don't want to be caught with like a compliance violation, and then you could risk losing potentially the entire offer that was good in the first place. So my business does have a little bit more overhead now, but which is fine. It's just is a small portion, a very small portion of the income, so it's fine. But you guys that are just kind of sole affiliates, I believe you can get there to build a larger company structure, but you guys are also in a very good position because your overhead is like nothing. Like if you're just an individual affiliate at your home, I mean, you have like no overhead. For me, I think I have like I think I have like 24, I have about like 24 or $25,000 a month right now of like salaries or something, which is fine. Like last month, we probably made over $250,000 in net profit or whatever. So it works, right? But for you guys, I believe like I would really like you guys to get to that level, right? Building a larger organization, like a more detailed, more structured company, right? I think that's what you should be working towards, I believe. But you are in an advantage right now, just personally yourself, compared to some other types of businesses because you have low overhead probably. Like you probably don't have like 6 people on salary or whatever. So just be encouraged by that, but make sure you adapt. So in the times we started doing some new stuff like the food delivery. We started promoting that, and we also started gravitating towards offers that were stable. Like we noticed a few of our offers or a few of our verticals like didn't get hurt at all by coronavirus, so we started kind of doubling down on those verticals. And the game plan here on our company end to essentially get the income to where it was before and higher is going to be to double down on the things that have not been affected by coronavirus, because we have a lot of stuff that, like I said, has not been affected at all in a negative way by coronavirus. So how we believe we can get the income to where it was before and higher is to double down on those things. Then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reapproaching our advertisers. So we're going to be reapproaching our car insurance advertisers. We're going to be reapproaching our car loan advertisers. We're going to be reapproaching the refi advertisers, and we're going to get all that stuff back. We're going to get all of it back. It might not be April, it might not be May, but at some point the plan is we're going to get all that stuff back. And what's going to happen in our business is, because we're being smart about this, we're doubling down on things that have not been affected by Corona. So what's going to happen is that stuff is going to scale. And then when we get the stuff back that did get shut down with Corona, that's going to scale. And that's what's going to push our business to the next level. That's what's going to push things even higher. So instead of 200,000, 250,000 a month of profit, we believe that this game plan is going to push things to hopefully over $300,000 to $400,000 per month of net profit. All right, guys. So the point of this YouTube channel is transparency, transparency, transparency. Okay. We don't live a crazy fancy lifestyle right now. Okay. We are not the showing off type of people. We did a little bit of a photo shoot. If you go to our blog, Optimize to Convert, my brother has those 2 Porsches. We did a photo shoot there because the conversions have been good on those. But besides that, we are not flashy people. We're very, very smart people, but we're very transparent, okay? So I hope that this video helped you, and I hope that you get great insight. And I'll show you a little bit about my office here. So when I say we're not flashy, I mean my office is a absolute mess right now. So check this out. This is I'm just working on the computer. I have this, this is cool. So check this out. I have this little lap desk thing. You can get it on Amazon. Like, so you can sit on a couch and work with the computer kind of on this. But yeah, this is my office. So when I say we're not fancy or that fancy, I mean, it's a complete mess right now. Printer, stuff on the wall. So yeah, guys, the whole point of this channel is to be really transparent, because I remember when I got started, you got to remember, I know exactly where you guys come from. I mean, I used to be I used to be living in my parents' house in my bedroom when I was 19 years old. I'm almost 29 years old now. My birthday is in May, May 17th, so I'm almost 29. But when I started, so I've been in this industry for almost a decade. I started internet marketing when I was 19 years old. I was living at my parents' house, going to community college, and I was living at my parents' house, and I was literally in my bedroom at my parents' house, watching YouTube videos, buying courses, figuring out how to do affiliate marketing. So if you're in that stage, I know exactly where you came from. And look, it's taken me some time. It's taken me like a decade to get to where I am. But what I can tell you is when success comes, it comes really fast. Like we struggled for about 2 years, but then once success came, like it came fast. Okay. So I want you guys to be encouraged that you might feel like you're struggling now, but once that success comes, it comes very fast. Like you might go from 2 or 3 years of struggling to just such fast success and long-term success. All right, so don't give up. Reach out if you have any questions, please, on Facebook. You can reach my brother and I in our Facebook group. If you go to Facebook, there's a group, and I'll put it under this video. It's called Affiliates Ask Anything. Can you ask us questions in the group if you have questions? And private message if needed, but we like the questions in the group. If it's super urgent, private message, I get it, but ask questions in the group too. Guys, I'm going to check out here. I don't know when the next time I'll do a video is. Honestly, I've been very busy. Everyone's been in a similar boat of just like how to keep your business prospering during coronavirus. And we feel like we've been doing well in the midst of it. But honestly, I'll probably record another video in like 2 or 3 weeks or something. I'm working, guys. I'm working. We want to get our income back up to over that $250,000 a month of net profit. And we took a hit. We lost a bunch of car insurance offers. We lost a bunch of stuff. And we're adapting. We're going to finish this month maybe at something like 50% of what we did last month. But we feel like we have a plan that is going to bring things back to where they were and higher. Much, much, much higher. And the good news, too, is actually kind of a little bit of a blessing was we were waiting on a significant amount of cash flow. Like just for transparency, so last month, I think we spent $1 million last month on ads and to make the $250,000 a profit, okay? So people ask like, there it is. So we had about a 25% profit margin last month. So it was a little under $1 million. I think we spent it was like 900 grand or something. We spent almost $1 million last month to make a $250,000 a profit. But it's almost a little bit of a blessing because what happened is since I slowed down this month because of those Corona type of volatility, it's actually a little bit of a blessing because that $1 million that we spent last month, it's coming back to me now because a lot of my advertisers right now are monthly advertisers. A lot of them, I am working on getting them to pay faster, and we've been successful on a few, but there's still a lot of advertisers right now are monthly. But it's kind of a blessing because I spent all that money last month. And now in April, since we slowed down a little bit, what's really good is like that $1 million plus is starting to come back to me from these monthly things and hit the bank account. So we actually have more cash flow now than ever before. And I think that's going to be part of our plan is to be leveraging that cash flow to scale up even harder. And we're going to be smarter about it. We're going to be negotiating. We want weekly pays with our advertisers. We're probably going to be starting to favor advertisers here that are paying us weekly because we realize how important the pay terms are. Last month wasn't that fun because we spent almost $1 million on monthly advertisers. What I would like to be doing is spending over $1 million a week on weekly advertisers, okay? So if any advertisers are watching this video, pay me weekly, okay? If you pay me weekly, I can do more traffic, significantly more. We can close a deal there. So advertisers, if you're watching this, please pay weekly. But guys, this is just a little bit of the inside of our business. So I'm going to hop off. I'm going to make another video maybe in 2 to 4 weeks. Guys, I'm going to hop to work. I hope this helped, and I hope you got a lot of value out of it, okay? So touch base, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, guys. This is Peter, and checking out here. All right, bye.